Hello, everyone. This is Suzanne Knaber-Nicole from Police Science Doctor. Police Science Doctor is the website that tries to bring evidence-based practice in policing, law enforcement, military, intelligence research to the practitioners such as yourselves. So there's usually a large gap between practitioners of law enforcement and policing and what the research actually says. So I try to be a bridge between the two and combine them a little bit. So what I do with these police science snippets every week when I do this broadcast is I have gone through a number of research publications, newly academically written peer-reviewed articles, and I go through these and try to find 3 nuggets that I can extract from all of those that will be relevant to some of you. Not everything will be relevant to whatever particular role you're in, but I try to select those that I think will be of interest to at least some people. So I do this broadcast every Tuesday, and also every Tuesday an email goes out to all the subscribers to the free Police Science Doctor email list. If you're not already on it, you can add yourself. Just Google Police Science, then go to the Police Science Doctor website and enter your details into the form that pops up or that's at the bottom of every page. And then you will get these snippets emailed to you every Tuesday with the link to the original research. You might not be able to access the full article because that depends on the on whether you or your organization is subscribed to the publisher of that journal article, but at least you'll see the abstract. And some article, more and more actually, are open source, which means they're accessible without the subscription or the paywall. So the first snippet for today, for this week, is about trauma in police, a very big issue. And I did an online conference about that almost 2 years ago now. And it hasn't improved since then. So we're still really struggling with that. Now, this research says that officers who share their traumatic experiences with their significant others and get social support from them have lower levels of psychological distress and fewer symptoms of secondary traumatic stress. Now, we sort of know this, but too many officers refuse to speak to others because they think it may make them look weak or less reliable. But actually, if you sort yourself out, you're a much better and stronger person to work with and for. The second snippet for this week is about the criminalization of youth sex workers. Most youth charged with prostitution have an extensive history of victimization experiences, and detaining them often exacerbates their problems. It delays appropriate therapeutic responses, it interrupts their education and exposes them to other incarcerated youth who commit more serious offenses, and increases justice system costs. Other ways of dealing with youth sex workers needs to be found and implemented. Very, very important finding. And the last snippet for today is about the comprehension of Miranda rights. Suspects in many countries, excuse me, have their legal right to silence. And now in the US, that's the Miranda right. In the UK, for example, we call it the caution. They have that read to them prior to being interviewed by police. This study found that those with an IQ, so suspects with an IQ of 70 to 85, are vulnerable to impaired Miranda comprehension. So they have limited recall of the Miranda warning, and they have deficits in Miranda-related vocabulary knowledge. So they don't actually really understand what they've been told. Their waiver decisions, so when they're saying, okay, now I will speak, I don't need an attorney with me, those decisions were often impaired by crucial misconceptions. And this is something very serious because at some point, perhaps, there'll be a review of cases where it can be argued that the suspect did not really understand those rights. And if cases are reviewed, then maybe their outcomes will be reviewed as well, which might not be in the best public interest, but it may happen by defense solicitors who are trying to argue a better case for their clients. So very, very important you make sure that everybody understands these completely and fully. And hopefully you will be doing that anyway. Now, these were the snippets for this week. I hope that there was something of use to you in there. Again, get onto the email list and you will also get access to PDFs of all the previous snippets. There have been 118 weeks now of previous snippets times 3. 3 times every week. So I'm sure there'll be something there that is of value to your current role. Thank you very much, and I'll see you again next week. Bye-bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you found this content useful. You can get access to each episode's transcript with key learning points, timestamps, and references if you get yourself onto my mailing list. Just go to the main website on policesciencedoctor.com, and on the bottom of each page you will find a sign-up form for notifications of new content. Just enter your first name, your preferred email address, and the type of organization you work for. You will not get any spam. This is just for me to let you know about new content and for you to get access to all the transcripts.